Corbyn, no credible evidence of Iran role in tanker attacks, politics.
Here's a summary of the article.
Jeremy Corbyn has called for the government to abstain from escalating tensions with Iran without credible evidence that Tehran was responsible for attacks on 2 oil tankers. Without credible evidence about the tanker attacks, the government's rhetoric will only increase the threat of war. The FCO had said, no other state or non-state actor could plausibly have been responsible, and pointed to a recent precedent for attacks by Iran against oil tankers. Hunt, who had said the attacks built on a pattern of destabilizing Iranian behavior and pose a serious danger to the region, criticized Corbyn for his comments. Hunt said Britain's assessment leads us to conclude that responsibility for the attacks almost certainly lies with Iran. The suspected attacks came after 4 commercial ships were subjected to sabotage operations in the Gulf in May. The FCO said a UAE-led investigation had concluded that they were conducted by a sophisticated state actor. We are confident that Iran bears responsibility for that attack, the FCO said.
This post received a score of 4,422, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The war is not meant to be won, it is meant to be continuous. George Orwell.
Make Orwell fiction again.
MOFA feels better on the tongue than MAGA anyway.
The mine being all the way up there above the water simply does not make sense. Especially strange because Pompeo describes the high level of expertise required for doing this being proof it was Iran. Japanese owner describes it as being caused by a flying object, not a mine. Trying to blow up a Japanese tanker while the Japanese PM is over for a meeting makes absolutely zero sense. There are far too many people on that boat for UXB removal. There are plenty of other reasons why the boat would be there with all those people aboard. Soulless life jackets are used by ships' crews as last-ditch evacuation gear, not working gear. It's impossible to say from the little bit of video and low quality, but I think the most likely thing is that those people are the tanker crew being evacuated by an Iranian boat.
Like evidence was ever a problem.
Apparently people don't even bother to fabricate decent evidence anymore. Just post a blurry video that doesn't show anything incriminating, relying on the fact that most people won't bother to actually watch it.
Does anyone ever count how many claims American government have made without evidences? American people are not used to getting info outside their echo chambers or thinking with facts.
There was a period of the Syrian conflict where the U.S. warned that the Syrian Gov was going to commit chemical attacks almost every week, then claiming, they stopped only because we warned them. Effectively farming praise when there was no evidence to support their claims. That said, the Russians did the exact same with claiming the rebels would perform a false flag, then claiming the rebels stopped because the Russians knew what they were up to. However, in this day and age we really shouldn't be in a situation where we can hold the US to the same standard as Russia in credibility.
To be fair, the Syrian regime did conduct multiple chemical attacks.
Hope we're not dragged into yet another war where Jeremy Corbyn is the only politician protesting it, like W's invasion of Iraq.
Somehow I feel like there is going to be another war and in about 15 years we'll learn that it was actually caused by Saudi Arabia and then we'll just sell them more guns.
Greater than, I guess one of the mines didn't explode and it's probably got essentially Iran written all over it, the US president said. And you saw the boat at night trying to take the mine off and successfully took the mine off the boat, and that was exposed. Christ, the president sure as hell doesn't seem very sure it was Iran. Or he's off his lying game this week.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.